Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I am Ms. R. Anapriya, an assistant professor from the Department of Computer Science at Sri GVG Visalakshi College for Women. Today, we will be exploring the fascinating world of set operators. In this presentation, we'll cover the fundamental concepts, types, and applications of set operators in computer science. So, let's get started and dive into this interesting topic together. Now, let's talk about set operations in SQL, which are really useful techniques for working with multiple query results. Essentially, they allow us to combine or compare the results of two or more select statements. This is particularly helpful when we want to see the union, intersection, or differences between datasets. When we write these queries, the basic structure involves writing a select statement to specify the columns we want, then choosing the table we're pulling data from. We can include optional conditions to filter our results as needed. Next, we use a set operator, such as union, intersect, or except, to specify how we want to combine the results of the first query with the second. After that, we write another select statement similar to the first, possibly from a different table or with different conditions. This structure is powerful because it allows us to perform complex data comparisons and combinations in a clear, organized way. It ties into our overall theme of efficiently querying and analyzing data in SQL, enabling us to extract meaningful insights from multiple sources. Now, let's take a closer look at the different types of set operators we use in SQL queries. Starting with union, this operator combines the results from two queries and returns all the distinct rows that appear in either one. Think of it as merging two datasets but removing duplicates to keep things clean. Next, we have union all, which is similar but includes all rows from both queries, even if some are duplicates. It's useful when we want to see the complete picture without filtering out repeats. Moving on to intersect, this operator finds the common rows that exist in both query results, giving us the intersection of the datasets. It's a handy way to identify shared data points. Lastly, there's minus, which returns the rows from the first query that do not appear in the second. This helps us filter out anything that's common and focus on what's unique to the initial dataset. These set operators are essential tools for combining and comparing data, and understanding them helps us craft more efficient and meaningful queries in our overall data analysis. Let's take a closer look at this example using union. What we're doing here is selecting data from two different tables, Table 1 and Table 2. The key point is that both select statements must have the same number of columns, and the columns should be compatible in terms of data types. When we combine these with union, it essentially merges the results into a single, unified set. This is especially useful when you want to gather related data from different sources without duplicates. It helps in creating comprehensive views of your data spread across multiple tables. Remember, union automatically filters out duplicate rows, so only unique entries are returned. Understanding how union works is a great step toward mastering SQL queries and optimizing how we retrieve and analyze data across different database tables. Let's take a closer look at this example using union all. Essentially, this SQL statement combines results from two different select queries. You can see that we're selecting column name from Table 1 first, and then we're adding results from Table 2 with union all. The key point here is that union all appends the results from both queries without removing duplicates. This is different from union, which would eliminate duplicate rows. This approach is especially useful when you need to gather data from multiple sources but want to keep every record, even if they are identical. It's a powerful way to consolidate data from different tables into a single result set. When you're working with large datasets, remember that union all tends to be more efficient than union because it skips the duplicate elimination step. So overall, union all helps us efficiently combine datasets while preserving all entries, which is often crucial when analyzing comprehensive data. This concept connects to our overall theme of effective data management and query optimization in SQL. Let's take a closer look at the intersect operation here. Essentially, this command helps us find common data between two tables. In this example, we're selecting a specific column from Table 1 and then intersecting it with the same column from Table 2. The result will be only the values that appear in both tables. This is particularly useful when we want to identify shared entries, like common customers or overlapping records, which ties into our broader theme of data comparison and integration. Remember, intersect is a powerful way to filter out the unique differences and focus on what's shared, making it a valuable tool for data analysis. All right, let's talk about the minus operation in SQL. Essentially, what we're doing here is comparing two sets of data. The syntax starts with select column name from Table 1. This part is pulling specific data from our first table. Then, we use the minus keyword, which is pretty crucial, to tell SQL we want to find data that exists in this first set but not in the second. After that, we have select column name from Table 2, which fetches data from our second table. So the overall result of this query is the difference between the two datasets. It shows us what's unique to Table 1 and not present in Table 2. This is particularly useful when we're trying to identify gaps or discrepancies between two datasets. In terms of the broader picture, understanding how minus works helps us perform data comparisons efficiently. It's a powerful way to filter out overlapping data and focus on what's unique. Keep this concept in mind, as it ties into how we can perform more advanced data analysis and ensure data integrity across different sources. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. And that brings us to the conclusion of our discussion on SQL set operators. As we've seen, SQL supports a variety of set operators that help us filter and combine data from different tables or queries. The key thing to remember is that when you're applying these operators, the number of columns and their data types need to match across the select statements. For example, the union operator is great when you want to combine results from multiple queries and ensure no duplicates appear. It's like merging two lists, but making sure each item only shows up once. Now, if you want to include all records, even duplicates, then union all is your go-to. It simply stacks everything together without filtering duplicates out. The intersect operator is quite handy when you're interested only in the common records that appear in both queries. Think of it as finding the overlap between two sets. Lastly, the minus operator helps us identify records that are present in the first query but not in the second, essentially subtracting one set from another. All these operators are powerful tools that allow us to manipulate and analyze data more effectively, fitting right into the overall theme of efficient data handling in SQL. By mastering these, you'll be able to craft more precise and meaningful queries. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate your time and attention throughout this presentation. I hope you found the information valuable and that it helps you in your own work or projects. Remember, the key points we discussed, whether it's the importance of innovation, collaboration, or strategic planning, are all interconnected and vital to achieving success. Connecting everything back to our overall theme, I want to emphasize that progress is a continuous journey, and staying adaptable is crucial. Your engagement and willingness to learn are what drive growth and change. So once again, thank you for your participation and interest. I look forward to seeing how you apply these ideas moving forward.